Anxiety, often seen as a negative emotion, but what if it's a catalyst for greatness? Frequently, anxiety acts as a significant impediment to taking crucial actions, particularly in areas of importance in our lives. The leap of faith, Kierkegaard's perspective. Imagine standing on the precipice of a decision, torn between fear and exhilaration. Søren Kierkegaard, the father of existentialist philosophy, introduced this concept as the leap of faith. This idea involves taking a leap into the unknown despite the absence of certainty, logic, or reason, solely relying on faith that the outcome will be favorable. Kierkegaard posits that it is in these moments of uncertainty that anxiety emerges. He suggests that making decisions and acting despite anxiety and apprehension is essential for rising to the occasion and progressing in our endeavors toward the future. Kierkegaard vividly portrays the concept of anxiety through the compelling example of a man standing at the precipice of a building. While the man fears the prospect of falling, he also experiences the thrilling thought of intentionally throwing himself off the edge. Kierkegaard labels this dual experience as anxiety or dread, as it presents the choice between taking the leap or remaining in place. The philosopher coined the term the dizziness of freedom to describe the profound impact of our freedom to choose and make decisions that significantly shape our lives. Anxiety, according to Kierkegaard, arises from the boundless possibilities inherent in our choices, ultimately fostering growth and development. Kierkegaard contends that transcending anxiety is necessary to earnestly strive for positive change in our lives and achieve greatness. In this view, overcoming the dizziness of freedom becomes a crucial step in the journey toward personal and existential growth, embracing eternal recurrence, Nietzsche's perspective. Imagine knowing that every choice you make will repeat endlessly. Would it change how you live? Nietzsche's eternal recurrence suggests that our lives replay for eternity. Friedrich Nietzsche, a German philosopher renowned for his critiques of societal religion, moral codes, and ethics, might seem an unlikely figure to associate with discussions about anxiety. However, within his philosophy, Nietzsche also offers positive perspectives on anxiety. Nietzsche introduced the concept of eternal recurrence, positing that life will perpetually repeat itself. At the universe's end, everything will reset and history will replay, suggesting that individuals should live their lives in harmony with this cyclical nature. The notion that the current life, with all its challenges and triumphs, will recur in an endless cycle introduces an element of anxiety. It implies that individuals, according to Nietzsche, must live through their actions and choices for eternity. Nietzsche prompts the question: faced with the knowledge that every joy, sorrow, excitement, and boredom will be relived repeatedly, would we choose to live our lives the same way, or would we make different choices? Nietzsche argues that the anxiety arising from the awareness that our choices shape our infinite existence could serve as a driving force. This anxiety, he suggests, might impel us to take deliberate actions, live to the fullest of our capabilities, and strive for greatness. According to Nietzsche, the responsibility for our actions instills a sense of anxiety, fostering a life filled with purpose and intentional living that, in turn, leads to greatness. In this way, anxiety becomes a catalyst for conscious decision-making and the pursuit of a meaningful and impactful existence. Creating meaning in an indifferent universe, Sartre's philosophy. Jean-Paul Sartre, a prominent French philosopher and key figure in existentialism, asserted that the world we are born into lacks inherent meaning and purpose. According to Sartre, human existence is devoid of inherent significance. Despite the uncontrollable nature of the external world, Sartre maintained that as we become self-aware, we are faced with choices that can lead us to greatness. He contended that individuals are born into a universe indifferent to their existence, showing no concern for their lives or the decisions they make. This realization can evoke anxiety, as the innate human desire for meaning and purpose clashes with the perceived meaninglessness of the universe. The contemplation of a life without inherent meaning can give rise to existential dread. However, Sartre viewed this anxiety not as a strictly negative emotion, but as a necessary one. He argued that this anxiety is a catalyst, urging individuals to discover the essence of their lives. Sartre encouraged the idea that in the face of a seemingly indifferent universe, individuals have the power to create their own meaning and purpose. Central to Sartre's philosophy is the notion that individuals must take full responsibility for their lives and live on their own terms. By cultivating a mindset that embraces this responsibility and taking intentional action, individuals can achieve whatever they desire. His famous statement, "Man is condemned to be free because once thrown into the world, he is responsible for everything he does," encapsulates the idea that with freedom comes the obligation to shape one's own destiny and make meaningful choices. Embracing anxiety, a path to greatness. From Kierkegaard's leap of faith and the dizziness of freedom to Nietzsche's eternal recurrence and Sartre's call to create meaning in an indifferent universe, each philosopher sheds light on how anxiety can lead to purpose, intentional living, and ultimately, greatness. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if you found it insightful, and subscribe for more explorations into philosophy and the human experience. Remember, embrace your anxiety. It might just be your path to greatness.